everyone, welcome to the next video from this page from Tiny Year by Agotapop. We're in November pages, as you will know if you've been watching these, because we've got all these Halloween designs which I think we need to be doing. So we have a pumpkin today. Now I have coloured so many pumpkins lately. I even ended up doing a page of purple and pink pumpkins because I'd coloured too many, but I'm going to do this one in a traditional orange, partly because I think that might work with this design, but also we haven't got much orange on this page so far, so I think it might just look good. Now in our castle art set we have very few orange colours, so it was probably not the best set to choose for this page, but we've only got this one pumpkin. Excuse me. So I'm going to start with the very light orange, which for me the marigold is probably the best choice. I'm just going to go over the whole thing, not the eyes and mouth, but just all the rest. I'm just going to go over it all with this light marigold orange. Castle Art Soft Touch. Sorry, I didn't say. I'm sort of assuming that if you're watching this, you've watched the rest of the series, but of course that might not be true at all. You might just want to know how to colour a pumpkin. So I don't always colour them in the same way. I have to say sometimes I start with my darkest colour, but today I'm starting with my lightest colour. I don't know why, it's just how the fancy took me today. So yes, I've coloured so many pumpkins, but I'm sure there'll be a few more before Halloween is upon us. But I wish there was a few more things that we could colour for Halloween, not just pumpkins all the time. There must be something else. I mean, obviously there's witches, there's cats, there's witches' hats, magic, but pumpkins just seem to appear everywhere. That's very messy and very uneven, so I'm going to just sharpen my pencil a bit to encourage it to behave a bit better, and just go over the bits that look a little bit pale so that I've got a slightly more even tone. It doesn't matter too much, but excuse me, I just want a bit of evenness. There we go. Oh, I was going to email my neighbour and I forgot. I must do that. Now I'm going to go dark. What's our darkest? Let me just have a quick looky. The burnt ochre, bit too dark for me. I'm going to go for the orange lake. And the burnt ochre is a bit too red. There we go, orange lake. Yeah, my neighbour popped over yesterday. It was really lovely. I was going to just send her a little email. Yeah, we were just sharing news, really. She's got the keys to her new house. She's moving out. I'm quite sad. But she's her current place, although it's sold, they have an exchange. Oh, the phone's ringing. Oh, my son got the phone. I don't know who it was. Anyway, he hung up really quickly, so I think it's probably a recorded message or some spam or something. Who knows how to deal with these things? We all know quite quickly, don't we? Right, this one. See, you notice I'm just sort of drawing in these lines. You don't have to. I'm not a confident drawer, but I can do a line sometimes and feel okay. But I know not everyone's going to feel okay with it, and if you don't, then don't. You know, just do that bit and leave that bit empty. I just feel like it sort of needs it a little bit. Now we're going to go to the next darkest colour. I think this is the cadmium orange deep. It's really hard to see. So cadmium orange deep. I'm going to go over what I've done already with that dark orange and then just spread it out to the edge. These sort of little bumps I'm going to deal with in a minute. I've got no idea what I want to do with those yet. I'm just thinking about it now. I don't know. We don't really get bumpy pumpkins in this country. They're usually smooth. So I don't know what these little warty growths are. It's only a pumpkin. We can be a bit rude. Or maybe we can't. I don't know. My husband's just out at the moment. I wondered if it was him calling actually, but he probably wouldn't call, he'd probably message me. but I've got my phone here to check for messages. My mobile was a landline that rang. Yeah, he's got to go and he wants to go and talk to someone in the market and about making badges or something. And then he was going to go to Boots to get something for him, so Boots, the pharmacy. So I asked him to get me some cream for my eczema because I have been scratching it and that's really naughty. As I need to put some cream on it. This cadmium orange, I had been using, I tried, yeah, I've got some creams, but they're not the right type for eczema because you're not supposed to use an aqueous cream, i.e. a sort of water-based cream on eczema. It actually can make it itch more. So you're supposed to use oil-based creams. So I said to him, ask the pharmacist what to buy, because he doesn't really know. I think I would do that anyway. And it's on my wrist, so it's not in a place that's too difficult. You know, if it's on your face or somewhere very sensitive, then I think it's a bit trickier with regards to getting cream. I also I've got very dry feet, so I can see if I can use it on there as well, or whether I need something different. So he's got tasked with jobs while I'm sitting here colouring, making videos for you guys. So that's okay. He's okay. The only thing is, it is at the moment, it is 2 o'clock and he hasn't had any lunch. And he won't buy any in town because he's sort of allergic to everything. Not allergic, but intolerant. This is marigold. We're going to just put some on top of everything. You know, this is the initial colour that we used. Now, if you've gone over any of these bumps by mistake, don't worry about it. We're all quite relaxed here. No one's going to judge you. I have as well. And I'm going to put a colour on there that will hide anything that if you've accidentally gone over one, so you don't need to think about it. Just carry on colouring this bit. It's all fine. We're all friends here. Nobody minds if you do a little mistake. It's just the way we learn, you know. Well, if only I could learn not to go out the lines, it would be a good learning experience. Anyway, where the pumpkin's cut a little bit, I'm just going to put a tinge of orange, just the tiniest bit. I'm going to put another colour on top there. I want a sort of ivory. What have we got? We've got Naples yellow light. I'll just try that. This looks very pale to me. Naples yellow light, and I'm going to put that on top of here. Let's make it look a bit creamy rather than white. There we go. Now, inside our pumpkin, you know, we would expect it to be light and bright, like there's a candle in there. It's much more exciting than just leaving it white. So I'm going to get, I think I'm going to use the Brilliant Yellow, if I can find it. I can. Here it is. It's a good name, isn't it? Brilliant Yellow. I'm just a brilliant yellow. I work for everything. It's quite orangey, isn't it? But I'm okay with that. Candlelight can be quite orangey. As long as there's enough of contrast, you can see it's not the same colour as the pumpkin, then it's fine. There we go. You might want to do your slightly lighter yellow. I wasn't expecting it to be that orange, but I think it's fine. Now, before I do the stem part, I'm going to do these little warty bits. I'm sure that's not what they are, but you know, they just look like it. So I'm going to choose the sap green to do them. I'm sorry I'm so yawny today. I was yawny in a video I just made as well, sap green, which you would have already seen maybe. I'm going to try and make them a little bit darker at the bottom and lighter towards the top if I can. There we go. And just work on all of them. I went out the lines there. Oh well, such is life. It's a funny saying. I don't know if I used that right there. I don't really know what the saying is or means. Never mind. There we go. I might come back to that green for a bit of this stem in a minute, but I'm going to start with, when I can find it, the cadmium green. My favourite, cadmium green. I don't know what cadmium means, but in most pencils you only get it in orange, red and yellow, not green. So I don't know. I wondered if it was some sort of yellowy pigment, but maybe not. Don't know much about all these names, you know, Van Dyke Brown and things like that. You know, where did the names come from? Excuse me. Now, I want some of this to be a bit darker to make it look a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to mark this out with this pencil, but I may use another. So I'm trying to just make the edges a bit darker to start with. There we go. And then these sort of lines a bit darker as well. Go in there like that, and then a lighter green. I think I'm going to have to go for the cadmium green pale. It's obviously not my favourite. Look how small it is. It is my favourite. I was joking with you. So I'm going to put a little bit of this down. I don't want it too dark because I want to still be able to see the contrast between the different colours that I'm doing. So I might do this bit a bit darker, this sort of underneath bit, like that. I think I want a little bit of yellowy green on there. Leaf green light. Clonk, clonk, clonk. And I'm going to just put this on where I think would be lighter, up here, just to give it a bit of a burnish and a bit of a shine. Now, all of our other pictures have got little magical dots around them in various places to make them look magical. Now, this one doesn't. And I'm trying to decide whether to put any on it or around it. I think, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an orange glitter pen from my Stardust set. This is number 705. And I'm going to put some orange glittery dots inside the pumpkin, just like to look like magic. It might not work. I didn't do any in the nose. It might just look odd, but just an idea. Well, I think it's okay. I don't know if you can see, hang on. It's not very shiny, is it? I can't see it anyway. There we go. So anyway, I did it. You can do it or you not, it's up to you. But there is our pumpkin. So I'm not going to dilly-dally on the pumpkin because, you know, I've done so many pumpkins. But we've got a witch's hat tomorrow, and I've already done one on this page. But I like colouring witches' hats because you can change the colour a bit more. Pumpkins, orange, green, maybe yellow. Witch's hat, any colour of the rainbow. I haven't decided what I'm going to choose, but we will see. Anyway, time to stop wittering. Let you get back to your day. Have fun. And I will have a witchy hat video ready for you tomorrow. So happy colouring.